Hey guys, what's up? I'm happy to be back again. I'm gonna go check and make sure I hit record on the camera. Hey guys, I'm back with another review. You might be wondering, well, what are you reviewing? Well, not anything super new, but also something that is new, kind of. What does that mean? I should work on being clearer. Some of you might have seen, I did a little joke reveal as if I received an X-Shot box. I put a clear deploy and some old neon lights I had in a Dart Zone Pro Mark III box and pretended to be very excited. You guys, a box just showed up from X-Shot, which I love. There's like a red glow coming from it. I don't know, maybe I've made it. I mean, I'm just a little Canadian Nerf YouTuber. I've been watching Captain Xavier and Dr. Flux, Xbox games, all get a package. This might be my time. There's like smoke coming out of the box and this cool light. The FaZe Clan logo. Oh my, oh, there's red darts and wait, it's clear. Wait a second. Is that a deploy? I'm just way up here in Canada trying to be a part of something, and a deploy from 2010 was the best I could do. I'd take a box. I feel like acting-wise, I did too good of a job and I seemed too sad. That was all in good fun. Thank you for anyone who was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. You shouldn't feel bad. It was fun. And I really enjoyed seeing everyone opening up those boxes. So much so, and is this sad that I just want to be a part of this so bad I'm doing this? I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so. I'm not sad. Am I sad? I don't think so. I want to be a part of it. So for those who don't know, those FaZe Clan blasters are a bit of a reskin of existing blasters that I didn't have. I had actually picked up one for a really good deal on Marketplace, and the other one, I just went out and bought it so I would have it so I could talk about these. Maybe a little sad. You see, the respawn is actually based on the Orbit, which is a cool looking blaster. I've been tempted to pick this one up a ton of times anyway. Holds 6 rounds, comes with 12. You could take a lesson from that, Nerf. Not to give you guys too hard of a time, because I do love all your silliness. But this is a cool looking blaster, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to get it. I'm going to see how it is. And then the Ragequit is actually the next reskin of the Orbit. So boom. So I'm not a part of the party, but I'm going to pretend I am and hang out in the next room and pretend to be cool. And I'm going to open these blasters up. I'm going to check them out. I'm going to tell you what you think of them. X-Shot gets a little bit of flack sometimes online for doing so many reskins of existing blasters, but I will say all of their blasters are super solid. I think they have a plan, and I think they have a plan to be efficient and not make huge financial risk while putting out a solid product. Those X-Shot Reflex 6s, no matter what they look like, whether they're bugs or gold or the regular ones, those are solid blasters. If I was restarting doing party stuff now, I probably would be going primarily X-Shot for those regular sidearm blasters that have really good performance. So anyway, food for thought. Let's get into these. I'm actually excited to check them out and see what non-Rival brand Rival has to offer. I'm going to start though with the Meteor. Let's open it up. Whoa, cool. Public service announcement. Not to interrupt my cool unboxing. When you open this up, it has those little tab screw things that screw in to hold the blaster in. So it is quite a process to get this out of the box. I just wanted you to know. So this blaster, first thoughts, this is pretty cool looking. This looks very cool and sci-fi. I love that the knuckle guard is also kind of that space for the rounds. If this was, I keep thinking Rival terms and thinking there's a magazine to put in here, but this is just, you load the balls in this part of the grip. This came with a sheet of stickers. Am I supposed to put all of these stickers on this blaster somehow? Are these just bonus stickers? This is a thing. I don't know what to do with these stickers. I guess I'll put them on. There's so many. This thing will be stickered up. I'm gonna wait because I'm not gonna put these stickers on. Maybe I'll put some of them on. Anyway, it comes with a lot of stickers. Maybe I'll put them on other things. Full disclosure, I've recorded this a couple times and lost it with camera issues. Right after I was talking about stickers, my camera shut off. So I'm going to try to remember what I said about this one. Comparing this to Rival, the Chronos is kind of the natural thing you would compare it to. You do get one more shot in this. It's a very similar prime. You get one more shot kind of at the cost of this extra piece that sometimes it can make it hard to know what to do with your hand. I tend to want to aim like this to actually aim, and that's not super comfortable. I could do this, but there's a lot of business going on down here, so cradling your hand isn't great either, and you don't really want to grab it by here because it just doesn't feel like a good spot to grab onto, because you can kind of squeeze there because there is kind of that space for this tension thing to come down. That's a little bit of a knock against it for me. It'd be a little bit weird to holster this too, but the price is really good. The performance is really good. You know, if I'm one-handing this like some sort of movie action star, which, I mean, I'm so close. I look more, if I was in a movie right now, it would be more some sort of Santa movie. I can't find my clippers for the life of me. Since COVID, I've been giving myself my own haircuts and shearing myself like a sheep. I can't find them, so I'm going to find them. So I'm very Santa-esque right now. I might be repeating some blaster operation stuff. I don't even know anymore. I just had to go to my camera again because an alarm went off. Anyway, load this thing down, bring this down, because there's a little gate here. If you don't bring this down, the balls will not stay in. So I'm going to put a couple in there. I did find I had slightly straighter shots with actual Rival balls over these X-Shot rounds. The official Nerf ones are a bit squishier, and maybe that's why. It does seem like the harder the foam ball, the less accurate it is. I have some rounds that I ordered that came in from China that are incredibly firm, and they fire out of a Percy's and they go straight up. They're wild. I want to do a video just on them sometime. I find the accuracy was a tiny bit better with these, but I don't know. It's fine. Rival balls are so expensive. I'm using tons and tons of other brands anyway, and these are fine. So a couple shots, firm prime. Remember to release this, or else it won't load. Hit the target. Pretty accurate. Yeah, this is a cool blaster. I was saying it before, I think if I was starting fresh doing party loadouts, I'd be pretty tempted to just load up on blasters like this. They're a good price, have them all the same. I do love the Chronos, but this is very comparable for such a good price. Probably a little bit easier to get people's heads around loading it, maybe. I mean, there's enough going on here that kids would still ask you questions, but that's fine. In the end, I love the chunkiness of this, the sci-fi feel. This is a solid blaster. It has a little button down here that I don't know what it does. Maybe nothing? Huh. Do you know what that does? If you do, tell me. All right, now time for the Orbit. Let's go. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, that feels like a heavy, heavy prime. Same public service announcement. This thing had like 7 or 8 of these screw things after I took apart the box to get it out. It was kind of screwed right into parts of the shell here. So definitely it was not falling out of the box. This is a cool looking blaster. I like that it has a little sight. I will say the sight is so low profile that I can't really line it up and look through it without a lot of effort, but it does look cool. Tack rail in front of the sight and behind. This isn't a real tack rail. This is a real tack rail though. Yeah, the pump grip is pretty easy to grip. It feels like a heavy prime. And I have learned from the other one. I've learned from the other blaster, we slide this down like that, that lock goes into position, and then we load a bunch of balls back here. This blaster comes with 30 balls, it holds 15, so good capacity on these right out of the gate. These are pretty easy to load. We load them in here. There's a little door or a little swing gate that once they're loaded in keeps them from popping back out. How many do we have in here? I do really like the design of this too, that I can actually see how many are in there. That's kind of cool. And I am a big fan of keeping it simple, especially for like a party blaster or something. Having the capacity be in line like this is handy. Let's see what this prime weight feels like here. Feels pretty snappy. Feels a little snappier than the Meteor. So it'll be interesting to see on the Chronograph if it actually is. Oh. Yeah. Oh, my fault. Gotta hit this. I have to hit this slide. Otherwise, if I was tilting up at all, balls weren't feeding into the mechanism. I just had to release this little slide. So for a second, I thought I was having a Nerf hyper problem, but I'm not. They thought of it. It's a user error. Yeah, this is pretty snappy. Definitely no slam fire. Just checking. So it's interesting. This blaster is snappy, has a good capacity, is comfortable to hold. I have a harder time hitting anything because of this sight and where the sight is sitting. I'm having to like aim a weird way down it, which I didn't expect that. But that said, this blaster was pretty inexpensive too, and it's a good capacity. I'm not even sure what rival blaster I would compare this to. I guess I would compare it to the, if that's not out of frame, I would compare it to this guy with the flip out stock, and it takes a 12-round magazine and it's pump action. Actually, that would be the best comparison for sure. This has a lot going for it over top of that one, except I do find this hard to sight down. Otherwise, it's pretty comfy. I hit my target that time. Maybe I just need to get used to it. Let's run these over the Chronograph and see what we think, but I like the look of this. I like the colors. I actually like this blue and black a lot. The grip is really good. Sling points on it. No slam fire, but that's okay. I don't really personally like slam fire a lot. And very easy to load on the fly, although you would have to remember to bring this back before you prime it. Otherwise, you're just going to, you can't just shove a ball in there. Otherwise, it'll fall out. And there's a little arm there to keep you from doing that. All right, let's start with the Meteor with that pretty firm Kronos-like prime. 94. 90. 84. 97. Not sure what I did there. That's it. I'm going to fire a couple more Nerf brand rounds through and see how those do. 90. Ooh. 93. I do find the flight path of the Nerf brand ones was maybe a little bit more consistent. So you can see them here. The Nerf Rival balls are a tiny bit squishier than these X-Shot ones. But now let's see how the Orbit does. 102. I thought it felt a little snappier. 98. 97. 103. 101. 102. You get the idea. This is a pretty snappy performer. I might have to cut off this sight or do something with it. I find it's getting in the way more than helping me, because this is a pretty accurate blaster. When I'm holding it kind of in front of me like a pistol for this chrono reading, it's incredibly accurate. Let's finish this clip. 105 and a duplicate 105. Let's throw extreme close-up. Let's throw a couple rival balls in here just for fun. Oh, I feel like I fired out 2 balls at once there. Whoops. 103 and 100. So pretty consistent no matter what we're firing. I hope you guys enjoyed this very late yet also timely review. I think both of these blasters are definitely worth having. They have their strengths. They do have a couple weaknesses that I feel like would be fairly easily fixed, but overall, these are pretty quality blasters, so I'm a fan. I wish I had a locking case with lights in it to store these in.